This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
McCartney is sponsored by Commonwealth Bank, Wendy's, Neptune Compostables, J.S. Johnson, Burger King, Airborne Freight and Cargo Services, Bahamas Bus and Truck Company Limited, Bronze Electric Motors, LA Impact Windows and Doors, and Fidelity Bank.
We are now? That's great. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Revolution here on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. My name is Juan McCartney. It's so great to have you with us. I'd be like that on the phone, you know, like the person hang up and I'm still talking. I'm like a minute in, talking to the dead phone and the phone ringing. They call him back like, what did you, all of it, all of it I missed. The phone immediately hung up. You were talking to yourself like a maniac. And that's to tell you talk too much. You don't even pause for breath to let another person respond. You just talk it. All righty. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to get to a couple of things. Yesterday I wanted to get to what D'Aguilar was saying. We're going to go through some of his remarks, particularly about the airports, et cetera, and stuff on Grand Bahama. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to get into a couple of other things. But I wanted to ask off the top, did Picewell Forbes free the slaves and nobody told me? Did he die on Calvary for the salvation of mankind and I missed it and I missed that part of it? Because if not, then why is it that every F&M MP has this big, long tribute to Picewell Forbes and is talking about how dear to them he is, and how sorely he'll be missed. Yet, not one of them has mentioned Peter Turnquest, their former cabinet colleague, who was denied a nomination by the leader himself. Not a single one of them has mentioned him. Not one of them has gone through this much drama to talk about Halson Mutri. None of them approached Halson Mutri like this. They just simply said, you're my friend, I'm your friend, because Halson Mutri started talking about who's his friend. Not a single person on the Free National Movement side has remarked in the House of Assembly on Lanisha Roll, the only woman who was in cabinet who left. Not any of them. Right? None of them. None of them has said anything about Brenzel Roll, but Picewell. The skies opened up and wept because Picewell Forbes ain't going to run in South Andros. Every Jesus one of them got something to say, just about Picewell. I'm like, who? What happened? Did he touch you in a personal and profound way in your life? Was the Hometown Boy show that resonant in your life that it's so striking to you that Picewell won't get the nomination, but Mutri, Turnquest, Roll, and the other Roll ain't going again, doesn't even warrant a word. It's nonsensical. You guys sound crazy. Just know that people out here are looking at you and going, y'all sound crazy. I would stop this if I were you. We know you're doing it to damage Brave Davis and to make him feel bad, but you sound crazy, all right? Among all the other things that are going on around here, this carving out of your time to ventilate over and over about Picewell and South Andros when your nomination process has been so much messier is just really insane. How are you not understanding that you look stupid? It all looks really, really dumb, particularly given what's going on in your own party. No one from the PLP has gotten up and talked about Brenzel Roll or Halson Mutri or Lanisha Roll or Peter Turnquest or Reese Chipman or Vaughn Miller or Fred McAlpine. But yet, y'all got all the time in the world for Picewell. It's astounding to me. All right. Did he like cure polio, or did something happen I don't know about? Did he save a flight from going down? What happened? That Picewell impacted each of you. So I like Picewell too, but Jesus. Over and over. Last night, I'm watching the House of Assembly, and I got to tell you, it's painful, right? And if it wasn't my job, I don't know if I would be paying any attention at all, because the level of debate is really, really leaves much to be desired. All right, I'll just say that. All right. Last night they're going on about it in the House of Assembly. The day before that, today in the House of Assembly. That and Renward Wells invoking Elohim and Yahweh 6,000 times. They brought all the lotion for the Prime Minister today, too, by the House of Assembly. Look in your medicine cabinet. There's no lotion left. It's all at the House of Assembly. It's all over the floor and the walls and the desks. They're just struggling to send it the Prime Minister's way. Visionary, Desmond Bannister described. Ooh, boy. Okay, let's talk about D'Aguilar. You can call me, by the way, 323-6232, 325-4316, and 325-4259. All right, let's do this. And you can text me at 422-4796, 422-4796. Darren Henfield going on about, dude, do you know what's going on in your constituency? Those people are seeing blood right now. What's wrong here? Oh, I need my glasses. All right, this is... what am I looking at? Is this D'Aguilar? Who is this? This is not D'Aguilar. Okay. Here's D'Aguilar. Oh, we got calls? Sure, let's do it. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution. Hey, what's happening?
Sure, let's do it.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution.
Turn your radio down for me, please, and talk to me. I got to hang up on you. Hi, hello.
Somebody else. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution. Turn your radio down for me, please, and talk to me. I got to hang up on you. Hi, hello. Somebody else. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution. Turn your radio down for me, please, and talk to me. I got to hang up on you. Hi, hello. Somebody else. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Juan McCartney. How are you, man?
I'm super. How's it going?
That's great, man. I just wake up and I wake up just in time to hear the show, you know.
Oh, good.
But I'm listening to the news to the honorable member for Freetown. I think that's your MPA.
No, St. Anne's. I live right on the border where St. Anne's meets
Oh,
Freetown.
okay, man. Because yeah, it is. I want to know where he thinks we've been. When they bought the hotel, they send so much to Parliament, and then I think they mortgage it off, and then there's like $1 million a month and stuff like that.
Oh, we can talk about the hotel.
It's a hotel that is not operational.
Right.
Okay, and back then they were told by Mr. Hubert Ingram to buy the Port Authority. I remember that vividly.
And
now
they cuss him blue, right?
Huh?
And they cuss him blue. Tell him
exactly.
folks business.
You know. Okay, and now here it is. It's now $200 million in debt, and now you're going for an airport from the same people where the water level for the airport is not conducive for an airport, and the model of the airport. Here it is. You want us to there's nothing transparent about this, nothing accountable about this, and then you want me to give you an extra time for all of this foolishness, and you're getting a full salary too. You know, I just don't get this picture.
Yeah,
you know,
we're gonna talk about the hotel.
I live in the city where we appreciate a little bit more. You know, but once again, you tell me why I should vote for them again, please. Thank you.
I must tell you why you should vote for them. My brother, that ain't my job. You got me confused. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Hey, how's it
McCartney.
going?
Good afternoon, Mr. McCartney.
Hey, my brother, how's it going?
You know this. I don't know how old you. I know you're 40-something, but you wasn't around when the Three Stooges was around. Eh?
I know about the Three Stooges.
Larry, Moe, and Curly Joe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, through the movie, I remember growing up going when it was a long time ago. They were older than me. But you just laugh from the beginning to the end when it comes to this government because. What explain this to me, please? Yesterday. A friend of mine came. Where I live is on a government in the government subdivision. You know, those homes are 50 by 100. Mm-hmm. But I have two big dogs that they don't really have good space to run around. I got a big German Shepherd and a big Rottweiler. Mm-hmm. So, with a friend of mine, we decided to take them on to Western Fort Charlotte yesterday. Now, the lower grounds, Mr. McCartney, when we parked up there. There's a lot of people walking around, little kids using, taking the time out to go use their bicycles in a safe spot. So I was afraid to let the dogs go out there. Now, the big field down when we do independence ceremony, that open.
Okay.
So I decide now, let's go up top, the top area where the fort is itself.
Yeah.
Let's go up there. There's nothing up there other than a gate across saying closed. But you could park your car at the gate and get out of the car and walk out on the grassy area with the dogs and let them stretch their leg. Here comes this gentleman out of somewhere behind one down building. Say, that portion closed. So I say, why is it closed? He say, he don't know, they just tell him to close it. I say, but the big field down there with all kinds of people riding bicycle, running around, walking around, jogging around, that open, and this one up here closed, and there's nobody up here. I say, I don't need you to open the gate. We can walk under the gate, park the car, just let the dogs go for a walk. He said, but sir, I can't let you in here. I said, well, who do I call? He don't know. I said, well, what do you do up here? Nothing, sir. I say, and you get paid to sit up here to do nothing. Yes, sir, just to make sure the gate closed. You can explain that to me, Mr. McCartney?
Oh, I wish I could. I really wish I could. But
I can't understand that. We try to open up this country. There's a big park up there. I can't even take the dogs for a little walk on a park.
Yeah,
but the big field downstairs wide open. Down on, say, the big, what do we call it, Independence Park. That opened up with all kinds of people walking around, jogging around, doing everything. The big empty one up there. 2 dogs can't go for a walk.
Yeah, that's deeply unfortunate. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good day. How you doing?
I'm great. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's happening, cousin?
Right there, man. Right there. Hey, just a side note, how everything work out for the gentleman? Is everything bottom sort of?
No, yeah, he's good. Good.
Okay,
yeah, that
good,
was great.
good.
So thank you for that. Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
That's good. Yeah. I call in to let's practice. This is where people try to steal your ideas and run it, and then it don't work out for you anyway. But that tell Sparky that's my bad. I had a proposal to certain individuals, and it was supposed to incorporate the forts as. You ever been to Orlando and they have the Arabian Night Show or whatever?
I heard about it. Yeah.
Pirate show or whatever. Well, the forts were supposed to come alive. So when the tour buses bring the guests, you could hear like the musical, like a theatrical sound, like a cannons firing. The guys there, like they doing an enactment of a, guard change or whatever. But somebody must be hearing, or they never did run with it, and then all of a sudden now you see them charging you. They stand out there. They just charge you to go in. I had my kids here one time, and I wanted to take them right here on Morning to the fort. The lady told me, "Call it's $8." I said, "Miss, to go inside here, I just want to show them inside." I said, "No, you can't go. It's $8."
Right.
I politely parked them back up in the car. But you see what I'm saying? Like before they let somebody do it where it actually could generate revenue, real revenue, and you understand, because you will have a slew of people. You will have actors, you will have technicians taking care of equipment, lighting, you know what I mean, and a whole other industry. Before they do that, let me let my people go there and just collect $2 over there. So that's Marky, that's my bad. You can put that one on me.
All right, it's your fault.
All right.
All righty. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution. Hello, good afternoon.
Godly day to you. I salute you, Juan.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, Juan. What I want to know, right? That project in which was in the papers pertaining to Andrews, right? What we couldn't get any confirmation on, right? Who ministry that started under?
Which project are you referring to?
Whereby the gentleman would have so many acres of land, and I think part of the water.
Oh, yes. You're saying which ministry? It would fall under several ministries, but before it goes anywhere, it would have to go through the National Economic Council, which is Cabinet. So, yeah, it would have to go through Cabinet first, and it would have to be vetted as an investment through the Office of the Prime Minister.
So what did you say? What ministry it was then?
Well, you could say the office first, the Cabinet, then the Office of the Prime Minister. So no singular ministry at this time, but it would require, to be vetted as a project. It would have to go through the Office of the Prime Minister and Cabinet.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Yeah. Okay, before we get to the Aguilar, because the Aguilar gave some good information, and I don't want to give it. I don't want to, just dismiss it, because there's so much just nonsense that we hear in the House of Assembly, and when we actually do hear good information, we want to use it well. Pakisha Parker gave some good information on ZNS too. Well, good being relative in terms of how much money we're throwing away at ZNS, but we won't get into that today. I don't know if my blood pressure can take it. Hi, Juan, how are you? Anton, don't call. Leave and show no more. Leave and tell him to tell the PLP take out an ad on Guardian Radio. I agree with Leavin. Good afternoon. Welcome to... If you have something about moving forward, right? But the thing about Anton is, he recaps the whole bloody 4 years of the term, takes up minutes doing that, and then he starts to make a point, and it's really it's hard to take. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Juan.
How's it going?
How you doing?
I'm great. You gotta listen to me, not the radio. Turn the radio down.
All right. Yeah, I just want to touch on the corona vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here it is, right? I mean, with the vaccine, right? I don't know why everybody's so raced up to go and get the vaccine. Tell you the truth. I mean, literally everybody's body is operate different.
Mm-hmm.
Anything prescribed by the doctor. You say saying anything prescribed by the doctor really check out that person, PhD, or, you know what I mean? And they check out what they're allergic to, certain things. You don't know what it means. So people got the right, to say, but why y'all don't, do everybody by prescription, see if it's not wrong with how they relate. Because everybody should have the right to say, whether or not you should operate on me or not.
Right.
That's their God-given right. You can't operate on me. Even if I want to die, you don't tell me you need my consent. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's just logical. People need to stop just racing ahead with medicine. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody could have healed a woman with the issue of that. The lepers was always amongst us. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, let God be God and let Caesar be Caesar. Hey, go on.
Okay. All right. Let's go to text line. It says, these are the bunch of jokers we continuously elect. Now you see why I'm sitting this one out. This says, what a lame duck government. Only God knows what the foreign minister was talking about with his contribution to Parliament. He said he wants to take Picewell fishing so he can heal as an island boy. Is there room on that fishing boat for Lanisha Roll, Halson Mutri, Peter Turnquest, Brenzel Roll? This says, Juan, the F&M has taken gaslighting to an entirely new level. Minus is a visionary, like an apocalyptic vision. And they say these things, and we know you ain't saying it to us. We know that, right? We know you're saying it so that the prime minister can hear you say it and see you say it, and you stay in his good books. But you know we don't believe that, right? You know we don't believe that the entire Caribbean wants to emulate us. We know, you know we don't believe that there was anything visionary about any of this. You know we don't believe that. So we now understand you're saying it just to have the prime minister hear you say it and see you say it so that he feels good about you and he feels good about himself. And so having understood that, we can now just disregard when you say it, but it's not like we can look away from the lotioning. It's right in front of our face. Says Juan, did you think Picewell Forbes carried his weight sitting in the House of Assembly? He was a shadow minister of what? The only two I see objecting to the F&M rhetoric in the House on the PLP side is Glennis and Chester and sometimes Brave. The F&M must be in discussion with Picewell. I don't think so. I think they're doing it just to make Brave look bad. And at this point, you know, it did look bad, but it's not still a thing like out there in the public where it's everyone's hemming and hawing over Picewell. Like, we've all moved on. I don't know why you haven't. Picewell's going to be okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to the revolution. Hello, good afternoon. Nope, okay, fair enough. So the truth is the Minutes government is having to deal with a lot of bad decisions made by previous administrations. We've allowed Freeport controllers to become too big. Now in hard times, they don't want to invest in the hotel or airport, leaving the government in a tough spot. Yeah, that's called being in government, okay? Is that you deal with the decisions made by previous administrations and you just don't sit there and go, well, we've had to deal with a lot. You know, it's really tough business. This is what it is, right? You don't need to apply for the job, right? Did you imagine when you applied for the job that there was no circumstance that would be challenging? That there was no chance of a hurricane hitting the Bahamas when a hurricane has hit the Bahamas in every single term of every administration in this country? You imagine there's no set of circumstances that would present a unique set of challenges, so the F&M had to deal with the global economic collapse due to the subprime mortgage crisis. They dealt with it as best they could. They still got some stuff done during it, all right? We understand it's a challenge, but that doesn't mean you get to just go, well, it's a challenge, it's a challenge, it's a challenge, right? Yeah, we all get it. It's a challenge, not just for you, but a challenge for all of us. So let's stop crying in our tea about the hand you were dealt. You can either play this game or you can get up from the poker table, all right? This is the hand you were dealt. Either you're able to deal with it or you're not. I'm tired of hearing a lot about this. I'm tired of hearing all this stuff. One, it's amazing how when your time finished, everything you touched turned out bad. The PM touched those vaccine boxes yesterday. Today, half the world put them on pause. I wouldn't say half the world. And the UK, they had a couple cases of blood clots. They had 22 cases of blood clots out of 3 million vaccines administered. So the UK is defending the AstraZeneca vaccine vigorously. We've also had thousands and thousands of, tens of thousands of people vaccinated in the Caribbean already. I believe we're the 12th country to have received the Indian vaccines, the COVID shield. And I am not hearing people flop out all around the Caribbean. Boy, a lot of these fellows teach should be brown, a lot of kissing up to Caesar. Yeah, it's a lot of sucking up. I don't get it. I mean, are you guys not nominated? What is it? Why is this? Anyway, let's talk about D'Aguilar and what he said about tourism. And then we're going to go from there. So D'Aguilar says, here's the latest where we are, all right? So in November, when we had our reopening, there's no cruise visitors, so keep that in mind. The cruise visitors are 80%, I believe. of the arrivals, although they spend way, way, way less. In November, we had our tourism reopening, and we had 14,000 visitors applied for the health visa, okay? So 14,000. In December, Christmas, high traffic month, right? Normally the biggest month, November, December. We had 32,000 visitors apply for the travel visa. In January, really, really slow month, you had 21,000. All right? In February, we had over 28,000 visitors apply for the travel health visa. Diagler estimates that for March, we'll have about 45,000 visitors apply for a health visa, given that Easter falls at the end of this month. Now, where were we? All right. That'll be about 125,000 arrivals. All right. So far. Now, if we look at where we were at, so we've so far had 125,000. If we look at where we were, Diaglo says we have 125,000 travel applications in total from visitors and returning residents since over the past 4 months. So that's visitors and returning residents. But the numbers I gave you about the 14, 32, 20, those are visitors, he said. And we're averaging about 2,000 travel applications per day at this point. We were at 150,000 visitors per month pre-COVID. So therefore, it's taken us about 4 to 5 months, let's say 4 months, okay, to get to where we were when we were at record arrivals. All right? So we're shooting to get back to 150,000. He's saying March is 45,000. So I think it's going to return more rapidly than has been estimated. The IMF is saying 2024. I'm more bullish. All right? I'm thinking 2020, end of 2022, quarter one 2023, I think we're going to be back humming where we were and possibly doing better. By 2022, we'll also have the new port. And if you look at, I'll tell you some of the stuff Diagler said about the cruise arrivals as well. All right? So we're also at a level 3 right now. All right? So we were at a level 4, and now we're at a level 3, which is a good thing. We did well. All right? Now you want to go crown the prime minister for that? Go right ahead. But we did well. Right? Through no lockdown of the prime ministers, we did well. All right? So we're at a level 3. We want to be at a level 2. All right? That's where we want to be, at a level 2. Now, let's look at where we are in terms of the cruise ships. So you would note that there are no cruises currently sailing into the Bahamas. Anyone who comes by boat is coming in on a yacht or something like this. All right? Now, the port is going to do a total makeover. They're going to rebuild it. And that's going to happen by 2022. So the cruise ships are looking at June to come back. If we can have a new port and we're getting more increased bookings and we now have this home port concept, we could be looking at millions more tourist arrivals through the cruise ports. We're hoping, all right, that we can get the Royal Caribbean ITM deal done. We'll talk about that. We're hoping that we can get the Carnival deal done, although Romy Ferreira sounded like he was throwing a lot of shade at Carnival the other day. Now, Nassau Cruise Port's doing a $250 million development in exchange for a concession to operate that port for 25 years. The Nassau Cruise Port Limited has so far raised $130 million in the local economy. I really wish I could have gotten a piece of that. I didn't. I wasn't able to cobble my funds together to make that happen. But I really wish I did. They've spent over $50 million on construction so far, Nassau Cruise Port, and they've got 2,000 feet of new piers under construction. So if you go out to Nassau Cruise Port, you can look at where they're actually constructing the huge columns in order to put the piers in and everything like this. Why are they doing that? Okay, so 100 new cruise ships are expected to be launched by 2027. All right? We are going to have the biggest cruise ships in the world able to come to our port. That's in large part, due to the dredging that happened during the Ingram administration. When the worldwide global financial collapse happened, Ingram still was able to dredge the port, right? Stuff can get done. If you stop complaining about it, you can do stuff. And also because of the new berths that they're, the new piers that they're putting in at the cruise port. All right? So the port received in its heyday about 3.6 million passengers per year. That's about 10,000 people per day coming into our ports, all right? The cruise port. They're estimating that by quarter 3 of this year, we'll see the cruises returning. All right? Now, we're also seeing an increase of berth requests for 2022. So, and 2022, that 1,284 berth requests is a 10% increase over 2019, which was an astounding year. All right? Now, we've also done away with the concept of refunding the cruise companies the $10 to $15 million a year that we collected in taxes as incentives. And Diaghiler and the Minister administration deserves a great deal of credit for that. That is an accomplishment that they can hang their hat on. All right? I think it's not a huge thing, but it's a lot of money that we're going to get, that we're not going to have to pay back to the cruise companies, like Disney Cruise Line reminded me when they were here. They never took the money, which is good. All right? So when we're done with the Port of Nassau, we're going to have one of the nicest ports in the Caribbean, certainly in the Caribbean, probably comparable to anything you'd see in Puerto Rico, and will be next to the 3 busiest cruise ports on the planet. So we're going to soak up a lot of that action. We're also going to see increased traffic through Disney's development, Carnival's development, and Royal Caribbean's development. All right? Because of that, and because they're no longer allowing large cruise ships in Key West, and the Cayman Islands is looking at leaving the cruise business altogether. All right? So we stand poised to take advantage of this. All right? We're going to be having a new fee that we charge the cruise visitors. It doesn't sound exorbitant, less than $10 a passenger. And that's going to stack up real nice in our coffers. All right? So we're looking at a great deal of money. If we can get the cruise port, get downtown to have some better offerings, and you'll have good offerings with the cruise port, and we can start to, and the government's got to get proactive about it, and you can start to have more tours, more excursions, more attractions to lure the people off the cruise ship. We've done away, I believe, in great deal with the myth that the downtown Nassau is unsafe. There's 6 million police fresh out of the academy out there, even now with no one there, right? Writing tickets day and night. So we're poised for a good recovery. All right? The only thing standing in the way of that is us. All right, and that's cruise business, but we're going to talk about some more stuff. We're going to talk about the airports and the other issues, too, right after this break.
Show, you can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
In life, there are always challenges. Today, we find ourselves having to be more self-sufficient, socially aware, and technically savvy. At J.S. Johnson, we are committed to our customers by providing cost-effective insurance solutions. No matter what your insurance needs, we will always be here for you. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com. J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, giving you peace of mind.
So I was looking for a shipment company who bring in items on time, who don't charge all your pension savings, who got good customer service, and who does deliver. And someone said, try Airborne Freight and Cargo Services. So I called the number a man answered. I asked the man if he have the testicular head to make sure my items come in safe. The phone gone quiet for 2 seconds. What he say?
Mom, I'm one of the titular heads, but I can guarantee that your packages will arrive safely and on time.
Long story short, I get my teens and I'm a happy customer. I like Airborne Freight and Cargo Services. It's the smartness for me.
Airborne Freight and Cargo Services. Call them at 377-4050.
Everyone should experience a brand new car, but not everyone can afford one. Until now, Bahamas Bus and Truck has the answer. The stylish, spacious, feature-rich, yet affordable Mitsubishi Atrage. Priced at $21,900, including a 3-year warranty, why not come and experience the value that Mitsubishi has built into the Atrage today? Bahamas Bus and Truck, the country's only authorized Mitsubishi dealer. Telephone 322-1722.
It's happening, and it's all straight talk with no chaser. As Stephen Miller is unleashed on your radio each weekday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. It's going to be smart talk, ideas, and innovation. Each weekday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., only on Guardian Radio, your station for fresh news and smart talk. Trust me, You're not going to want to miss this.
Are you interested in the Bahamian economy? How about tips to improve your financial literacy? Tune into Guardian Radio's newest financial podcast series, C-File Talks. The podcast will provide listeners with their weekly dose of economic issues and solutions and the keys to financial freedom. C-File Talks will be hosted by an array of finance experts here to give honest and beneficial advice. You won't want to miss the C-File Talks podcast series, Monday evenings from 6:30 to 7 p.m. here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Revolution here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We're going to continue our discussion, but we're going to have to pause in our discussion at about 1:15 because we're going to be talking to First Care Medical about a few things today, and but we'll get back to it. So let's do a couple text messages. I do want to share with you what's going on with the airports. This is important stuff to understand. What's going on there? It says, good day, Juan. There's an article on CNBC with the story of Denmark pulling the AstraZeneca vaccine. Denmark is one of several countries pulling this vaccine. Yeah, they're pausing it, them and a couple other countries, and a few other countries, yeah. But again, I think we discussed this earlier. So there have been 22 cases of blood clots that they've recorded in over 3 million people who received doses. They can't establish any causal relationship yet, and so they're doing so. But Denmark's doing so out of abundance of caution, but most other countries are not stopping altogether using AstraZeneca at all. But you take it if you want, you take it if you don't. I would guesstimate that out of 3 million people who ate at Chick-fil-A in the United States yesterday, 22 of them had some sort of medical issue that probably wasn't a chicken sandwich, but maybe. This says, Juan, Montego's airport and cruise port are world-class. Their airport includes a world-class mall. Our airport's a joke. Montego Bay Airport? Did they just construct that in the last few years? I don't know if there's even a mall in the airport. Montego Bay Airport? Oh, okay. Well, I went to Montego Bay 10 years ago on vacation with my then girlfriend, who's now my wife, and their airport was nothing at all to write home about. Neither was Kingston's airport, to be frank. Love Montego Bay, though. Beautiful. I booked a vacation for my girlfriend for her birthday at Sandals down there. It was magnificent. They pick you up at the airport in a Rolls Royce, man. And then when I booked the vacation, I kind of understood why people only take like really hot chicks on these fancy vacations, because they're expensive. But it was beautiful. Sandals Montego Bay is beautiful. It's we had like a villa overlooking the ocean. It was incredible. We had a butler, Sasha was his name. He hooked us up with his homeboy who was a driver, took us all over. Montego Bay was gorgeous, right? Made love morning, noon, and night. TMI, sorry. Including in the jacuzzi. Sorry, Sandals. But yeah, Montego Bay is nice, but the airport wasn't that great. What are you saying? They've since upgraded the airport. You say, okay, fair enough. Then I haven't seen it. I've not seen it. I don't know why you need a mall in the airport, but okay. All right, let's do some more text messages. Juan, did you hear any more about the low-scale stock offering from the cruise port? I know they said they would do a lower requirement offering later on. They did say that. I haven't heard any more about it. I guess it's coming. All right. So this says, hi, one blood clot is too many. I feel you, but you don't know that that's what it is. It says, hi, Juan, is it true that Royal Caribbean is developing a Bahamian cruise? Why wasn't this offered to Bahamians? I don't know that... what do you mean, why wasn't it offered to Bahamians? Bahamians own cruise ships? If you own a cruise ship and you're a Bahamian, certainly I'm sure you can Sail it. I don't understand what you mean, why it wasn't offered to payments. Juan says, excuse me, TMI. Well, adults don't make love? Is that too much for your sensibilities? Are you all robots out here? I proposed to her on that same trip. And she said yes. Now we have 2 children and no more trips to Sandals, Montego Bay. One, why does Renwood Wells remind me of a used car salesman or a snake oil salesman when he speaks with 2 tongues or in double entendre? Well, most of the time when I hear him speak, I just think he's jiving the people. I don't know how you could make any of it out after he's all lotion and menace. Juan, please explain to me why when people show problems with the vaccine, scale matters. When it's pointed out the scale should be considered with the COVID data, no one cares. I agree that scale should be considered with the COVID data, too. I've argued that for many, many, many moons, I think. The OMG one, every time I look at it now, I'm going to giggle. Well, how do you think the kids got here? What do you think? Do you think that was a surrogacy was involved? No, he did it the old-fashioned way. Okay. We're doing... we're going to talk in just a moment to... So sorry. Come on. We're all adults here, right? I thought so. Let's see here. This says, we're going to have a new port, but Bay Street will still look like garbage juice. Yeah, Bay Street looks terrible. I'll agree with you on that. The vast majority of it. Blessings, Juan. Just because persons who are employed in that job that is characterized as menial doesn't mean that the work they do is not essential and pivotal to a company's overall well-being and financial success. Hence, each individual performance is vital to the company's team collectively, from the bottom to the top. Thus, all persons should be treated fairly and compensated likewise. So let's build and grow the Bahamas together in dignity and live and let live. Are you talking about something specific, or are you just making a larger point? Okay. Let's talk to our guest. And we're going to... Oh my, I'm so sorry I've shocked so many of you with my commentary. I'm sure I'll get complaints now at the management level. This says... All right, we're going to speak to our guest. Let's speak to our guest. Let's do this. Yeah. Let's do it. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Have a seat right there for me. Yeah, right there's good. All right. Good to see you. All right, let's do this. We're going to talk to... I'm sorry, I've shocked everybody with my commentary just now. You'll have to excuse me. I shocked you as well. Okay. So... The last time we saw you, you were offering some very good packages. I'm sorry, Harold Antor. Very good packages. You speak right in that mic. Very good packages, and now you're back to tell us about what else is going on with the First Care Medical Plan. This is available for New Providence on Grand Bahama. You've got a new rewards care program that you are now offering. So tell us all about it.
Good afternoon, Juan, and right here?
Right in front of your face. There you go.
Good afternoon, Juan.
Afternoon.
And yes, thank you for having me again. And yes, I was shocked about your commentary, but I think my head is sorted out now, so I'm ready to talk. But that was interesting. And I've also been down to Montego Bay.
It's beautiful.
My experience was a little different than yours.
A little different. That's unfortunate. Mine was fantastic.
Listen, last time I spoke to you, we did a virtual conversation about the First Care Medical Plan. And we talked about something very exciting that we did back then. And we are here to talk about some additional benefits, value-added benefits, right? And I am brimming over with excitement because this is something that we've been talking about and working on for a long time. It's actually 2 great additional benefits for our members and any new members who sign up. the First Care Medical Plan is actually available to anyone in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, all the way from the north to the south. Anybody can buy. But the two plans I want to talk to, the two programs I want to talk to you about today is number one, that we are now in the great USA.
Oh, okay. Good.
So
Excellent.
that is a fantastic development for us.
Yes.
Particularly in Florida, right? Our members now are able to get access to providers in Florida, primary care providers. We've negotiated some fantastic rates for primary care, as well as labs and pharmacies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today what we're doing is introducing our Florida network. Our members can get fantastic discounts, cash discounts, at 20 or more primary care and specialist physicians, 6 imaging centers, some incredible deals, up to 80% discount, right? So if you need to get various imaging done, MRI, CT scans, PET scans, whatever, we have that available. We also have negotiated with a lab organization in South Florida, and they are all over Florida, north to south. It's called Quest Labs, and they are offering our members up to 50%. And guess what, Juan? You know how Bahamians love to travel, particularly in Florida.
Right.
And sometimes all over the United States.
Right.
Like for me, I have 2 sons who are over there now.
Wow.
And the other thing about many of us Bahamians is we have certain conditions, right? And you get over to the U.S. and you forget that you need a medication or something. Well, we have access to over 69,000 pharmacies anywhere in the United States.
Excellent.
Including CVS, Walgreens, Target, Publix, all those major places.
Yeah, the big ones.
Up to 80% savings. Is that fantastic or what?
No, that's great, actually. That's really good.
Absolutely great. Absolutely great. We have a dedicated customer service line in Florida. So anyone who signs up, they'll get access to that number. And if any of our members have any issues in Florida, they can call that number. With respect to the primary care visits, the doctor visits is only $60 for a consultation, believe it or not. Right?
$60.
$60 for a consultation, but you got to show your card.
Excellent.
You have to show your first care card.
Right.
Okay? If you don't show your first care card, you're out of luck. Right? But show your first care card and you go to those dedicated doctors, $60 for a primary care visit. And we also have a package that includes a consultation, urinalysis, and an EKG.
Nice.
For guess what? $120.
Oh, that's really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Man, that's off the charts.
Yeah, that's really
That's better than your Montego Bay trip. That's fantastic. $120.
It is really good.
A consultation, so you can get the First Care Medical Plan, and if you need to go to the States to get a second opinion, to see a doctor, because there's so many people who don't have the big major medical plan. And even if you do, if you join our program, you still have access to these benefits.
Right.
Okay?
And you got more going on, too.
And we have much more going on. So we're very fantastic about that. At our imaging centers, we have MRI, CT scans, ultrasounds that range from $120, believe it or not, to $510. And significant savings on PET scans, pharmacies up to 80% discount. And we are excited. So that is our Florida network, and that's the news that I want to share today. Mm-hmm. One of the big news is that we've established relationships in Florida for our thousands and thousands of members here in the Bahamas.
This is very good stuff you're talking about. These are really good deals.
Yes, thank you. And here's the other fantastic thing, Juan. In addition to launching our Florida network, we are also launching our First Care Rewards program.
Right. And that's what I've got some information here about it. It's now in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and Florida.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
And guess what? Mm-hmm. You know how many Bahamians love to travel to Florida to do all their shopping, right? Well, for our members and anyone who signs up, you can go to our website, and you can go there now, whether you're a member or not, and see these things. You can go there right now. It's www.firstcaremedicalplan.com. Go there right now while you're listening to me, and you will see the various tabs that show benefits. It shows the Florida network, but it also shows the rewards program, member rewards, right?
Right.
And at that tab, you can click on the Go Florida symbol, and you can book your car rental right on our site with Thrifty and who all we got here? I got Thrifty, I got Dollar.
Hertz, Budget.
Hertz. Is it Hertz?
Says Hertz here.
Right, okay, very good.
Yeah.
You can book your car, right? And the discount, and we've tested this, the discount that you get through from booking through our site is better than you can get if you go on their site.
Excellent.
Right?
Excellent.
The discounts alone will pay for the plan.
Right. I want something nice.
Right?
Yeah.
In addition to that, Juan, we have, you can book not only your car, but you could also book hotels in Florida. Okay? In South Florida, you can book Sonesta, which is formerly Staybridge, located in Plantation and Fort Lauderdale, and also Orlando, and the Holiday Inn at Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Great.
You can book right on the First Care site.
So you book your hotel
And your car.
Got you.
You can't beat
Bang.
that. You can't beat that with a
Right.
stick.
Tell him you got other stuff going on too.
You can't beat that with a stick. And then the fantastic thing is, in addition to that, we also have a number of other vendors who are partnering with us, like Baja Retreat, Skinistry, right here in Nassau, the Beauty Shack, Windermere Day Spa and Salon, Bahama Blue, Battery and Tire is giving a fantastic, unbelievable 25%. You have to show your card. I've been to Battery and Tire many times before this program, and that is a fantastic place. They serve me well, and now I can go and get 25%. Just showing my card.
Excellent.
Right? Domino's, Evolve Functional Fitness, Monique Gomez and Co. for those of our members who may need legal services, Nubian Styles, Partyland, Quality Home Center, Rolls Auto Parts, Sandy's, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic places in Nassau.
I do quality a lot. Yeah.
And in Grand Bahama, we have a Rising Courier, Candy Captains, Domino's in Grand Bahama, Esquire Men's Wear. I spend a lot of money in Esquire over the years. Renew Day Spa, Island Car Rental. All of those are partners with us in Grand Bahama, and we are growing. Now, let me say this about the Domino's offer. This is a fantastic deal. $5.99 plus VAT, carry-out lunch special.
$5.99 plus VAT, carry-out lunch special. What do you get?
With that, you get oven-baked sandwiches or pasta, Italian sausage, marinara, with a free can of soda. Let me say that again. You get oven-baked sandwiches or pasta, Italian sausage, marinara, with a free can of soda for $5.99 plus VAT.
It's from Domino's.
From Domino's.
I could do that like every day, or
You could do that every day.
All right.
And all you have to do is show your First Care card.
Now you get 25% off at Battery and Tire. That's,
Yes.
That's
That's awesome.
Is a great benefit. That's
These
awesome.
benefits alone can
Shout out to
the
Mike
savings can pay for the program. Because keep in mind, Juan, all of these benefits are only for, mind you, the core benefit of the plan is the primary care where you could see private doctors for free.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? That's the core benefit, right? So you have a card, it's only $35 a month for any adult, regardless of age, even if you have pre-existing conditions. You could have hypertension, you could have diabetes, you could have lupus, AIDS, cancer, the whole 9 yards, rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, all kind of conditions. You could even have COVID, right? Saying that we're in the COVID world. Everything's COVID now, right? But the fact is, for $35 a month for any adult, regardless of age, 18 to $150.
That's excellent.
And the great thing about this program is for children, it's only $25 a month, obviously plus VAT, right? And you can add anyone to your plan. You could add your stepchildren, your godchildren, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your grandparents, your maid, your gardener, anyone, any adult you add is $35. Any child is $25.
Well, for that kind of money, the benefits alone are worth it.
The benefits are worth it.
The rewards are alone.
The rewards pay for it.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
25% of battery tire.
Right? And mind you, just so people know, we've been around. This particular plan been around since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, myself and my colleague, our company, we've been around longer than that. I've been around the insurance business for over 30 years now. I don't want to say that too loud.
So this all drives the price up then?
The price was at $30 a month from 2009 to this year. It just went to $5 for all those additional benefits.
So 35 is where it's at.
35 plus VAT, 35.
Yeah, that's excellent. All right. So how do we sign up?
The way you sign up, and that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. If you're not a member, you could call 502-9400. You can call us anytime between 9 and 5. After hours, you can call 357-7174. 357-7174. And if you are in Grand Bahama, you call 357-5041. 350-5041. Juan, I know that your listenership is probably millions of people, but I'm going to go out
global.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and give my personal cell number.
Okay, if you insist. I have some experience with that.
Oh my! But you see, I don't take the kinds of risks that you take, sharing the kinds of things that you share, right? So, if anyone wants to contact me personally to sign up or to get more information, my number is 376-6628.
Okay. And hit us with the website again, or Facebook.
The website is www.firstcaremedicalplan.com. Firstcaremedicalplan.com. It is a fantastic program, access to free private doctor visits, discounts on labs, pharmacies, and a host of other medical services, including dental and vision, including chiropractor, nutritionist, the whole 9 yards. And in addition to that, there are these two great, fantastic benefits, which is our Florida network, as well as the First Care Rewards. All of that is a part of that package.
And you do this for companies as well?
We do this for companies and individuals.
So then the good thing I like about your thing is that even if you already have insurance, you can still sign up for this, because sometimes you have insurance and your premium may be low, but your deductible's through the roof. And so you're reluctant to go do the doctor visit. You're reluctant to go to the pharmacy using your insurance.
Juan, you hit another chord, because now you're dipping into the other world that I'm in, right? My core profession is the insurance business, right? Life and health. That's how I cut my teeth, right? So even today, we have a whole lot of major medical clients. So I sell major medical. That's a part of what I do. And it is out of an observation of what was going on in the major medical world that this concept was birthed.
Right.
Because I tell people, in fact, I had a meeting today and I told someone this, that listen, in 1997, I was the broker for Pepsi Cola, right, on Prince Charles, right? And the premium that we were proposing to Pepsi at that time was $67 and I believe 21 cents, right, for major medical. And we were going back and forth negotiating on that. Today, the premium for major medical for one person is like $300, $400.
Yep.
I mean,
and you got to qualify. You got to be
right.
qualified for it. Yeah.
So who could afford that?
Unless you are at a large company
Right.
that has that benefit, it's really difficult to do.
So now, a couple of things, because you're getting me hot.
Right.
Number one, there are many, many people who have major medical, but they have it through their company. because the company is paying either all or a portion of it. Even in those situations, those persons who have coverage with their company, many of them do not have the family benefit. So you have a husband or wife, has a wife and or a spouse and children at home, but because they have coverage at work, but because the cost is so high,
Can't add them. Yeah.
they can't add them. They could add those family members to this plan.
Right. That's
Right?
excellent.
That's point number one. Point number two. Major medical only allows for spouse and children. Right? You know and I know that the nuclear family in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas is becoming
More expensive,
an endangered species. The nuclear family.
Yes.
How many people you know live in a house with their mother, with mother, father, and children only?
All together, right? Yeah.
Right?
That's it. Yeah.
Our families now are Grammy and children, children and Grammy, boyfriend, girlfriend, this one, that one, so forth and so on, right? So what you find is that the scope of people that you ought to be concerned about with respect to medical care is much wider,
outside,
right? You got stepchildren, grandchildren, aunties, cousins, nieces, and nephews. You know, I tell people in the last 5 years, how many deaths have we had, right? And we hear people, we hear the news saying, okay, this one left behind, 2 children, this one left behind, so forth and so on. Where are those children going? Right? And there's no document that is legal that transfers the legal responsibility of those child from the dead parent to whoever the child goes with. So it's difficult to prove to an entity that those children are under your care so that you could put them on a major medical plan.
That they're actually your dependents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all of those kinds of situations can go on our plan.
And this captures it. And you know what was very interesting is I had someone else to talk to, Antor. Okay, sure. I had an experience last year with my mother with this, you know, and having to take her to a doctor and everything.
Right.
She had pre-existing conditions. She
There
had
you go.
no insurance. She had to pay.
There you go.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
And then the last point. You should have called me.
Right.
The last point is because major medical is so expensive these days. In order for companies to be able to afford it, the deductibles are going up.
Correct.
When I was selling that plan to Pepsi Cola in 1997, the deductible was $200. These days, it's not uncommon to see $1,000 deductible, $1,500, $2,000.
Yes.
You know, I know of deductibles that are $5,000.
Right. And so you're trapped in this system between, okay, so either the premium goes up or
your benefits go down.
Benefits go down, right. Yeah.
So what we find is that there are people who have major medical who use our program as an underbelly.
Right, to supplement.
Right? And the fact about it is our cost at $30 was the same from 2009 to 2021.
Right.
It just popped to $35 because we've added these fantastic benefits. And the fact of the matter is, if you use the benefits and you offset the savings, the cost actually went down.
Yeah, it's cost neutral, particularly with battery and tire. I'd go get my tires changed.
You understand?
We got a call real quick. We'll take this one call and then put your headphones on.
My headphone? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And then that's plugged in? Yeah, okay, good. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution.
Good day. I have a question.
Shoot.
What does his plan offers for kids or children with special needs who have to see multiple primary care and who have to do therapy? For example, an autistic kid.
Good, great question. Thank you.
That's a fantastic question. Let me answer that. The fact of the matter is we have kids like that on our plan right now.
Wow.
Right? So, yes, they would be able to see the primary care providers. And for the specialist visits and the ancillary visits, there are discounts for that child. But in terms of the weight of the cost for these constant and regular primary care visits, it's available.
Absolutely. Excellent. All right. And so you can, someone's asking if dental is included?
Yes, there's discounts for dental.
Discounts for dental.
There's discounts for dental and vision on our plan. But as an aside, we also, our company is actually 2 operations. I'm talking about First Care Medical Plan now. But for those persons who are satisfied with the discounts on the First Care Medical Plan, they're good. However, if someone wants to get a greater benefit and actually get a dental and vision insurance policy through our other company, TriStar Insurance, we can offer that as well.
Excellent. We got another call. They want to know who it is. It's Harold Antor who's speaking. All right. I'm gonna shout out the numbers before we go too. And someone's asking about elderly people. He said there's no age limit.
No age limit.
No pre-existing condition.
No pre-existing condition.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution.
Hey, Juan, good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Good afternoon to your guest in studio.
Good afternoon.
Very interesting conversation, Juan. My question to your guest would be simply this. There are many persons out here who would have been part of other medical or life insurance plans, and those plans have collapsed basically because of the economy as we know it now. Being one of those persons who is interested in both life and medical, seeing that I've lost both in a company that went belly up some years ago, haven't got any relief from it. Is there a number I can reach you at so we can have a discussion on how best to get myself reinsured?
Call me at 376-6628. Call me today.
I am going to call you right after you come off the show.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Juan.
All right. Take care, Jeff. No problem. All right. So, Harold Antor, you got First Care Medical, great benefits to start off with, great rewards, and now you're in Florida as well. You've been doing hard work during the pandemic, I see. All right. So, if you want to get in touch with him, it's 502-9400 357-7174 after hours. In Grand Bahama, it's 350-5041, 350-5041. And he's courageously offered his personal cell phone number, which is 376-6628. And this is question, are cancer survivors able to use this plan? If so, is the rate the same? And you're saying that anybody can use this?
Anybody, cancer survivors, the answer is yes. The rate is the same, yes.
Excellent. All right. And we got one more call? Let's do one more call. And then we'll take a break. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Revolution.
Good afternoon, Juan.
How's it going?
Okay. How are you, sir? Mr. Insurance.
Yeah. Harold Antor.
Yes. I want to know, what are the alternative medicine practitioners that you're using on your plan?
We do not have any alternative medicine practitioners on our plan at this time. If you are aware of any and we can speak to them, get them approved and so forth, we are open.
All right.
To discussion.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
All right, so you let them know if you know of any alternative medical practitioners but there's a vetting process. You deal with
absolutely.
People who are licensed and
of course,
reputable and everything. Okay, so 502-9400 357-7174. On Grand Bahama, it's 350-5041. And Mr. Antor's cell phone number is 376-6628. It's always a pleasure to see you and talk to you. You always inspire me to,
Thank you.
to up my energy level.
Yes.
You're one of the best salespeople I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back on the other side. We're going to talk some more about the aviation industry. This is a conversation we may continue tomorrow because it's very important. And it's always good to hear from Harold Antor, and First Care Medical is great. All right, stay tuned. We'll be back on the other side.
Hey, you know what's going down tomorrow?
Nobody, what happening?
Joe bringing these knives to school. He could do Junior in.
For what?
Well, he fooled with Joe girl.
Mother sick. And you know Junior don't back down for nothing. So that means you got a big fight tomorrow.
So whose side you on?
Side? I trying to stay in school, not Simpson Pen. We gotta tell somebody about this fight.
Tell somebody? I ain't no snitch. I mean cool, you know.
Wait, if you so cool, then you need to stay in school and stay out of the fight.
Yeah, but if I don't hang on Joe's side, how many boys coming for me next?
All right, so we definitely gotta tell somebody. We gotta prevent the fight.
What I say, I don't want nobody call me snitch.
We could just call Crime Stoppers. You could report what you know, and nobody got to know it's you.
So how did it work?
All you got to do is call them or you text them through the Crack Crime Bahamas app, and nobody can know it's you.
Then the police come looking for me for more info? And when they finish with them, Joe them coming looking for me?
When you call Crime Stoppers, the calls go directly to Miami, and they don't ask nothing about you. Then you can get the pen from them, and you can claim a reward later using that same pen. Plus, everything's scrambled, so nobody can read what you're saying.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
Say aloha to something delicious from Burger King Nassau. Introducing the all-new Hawaiian Whopper and Hawaiian Crispy Chicken Sandwiches. Enjoy the classic flame grilled Whopper or our crispy chicken breast topped with ham, pineapple, smoky barbecue sauce, cheese, and all the fixins. Grab it with both hands and savor the tropical flavor. Whether you choose chicken or flame grilled beef, you're gonna love it. The Hawaiian Whopper and Hawaiian Chicken Sandwiches are all new and only at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
At Ron's Electric Motors, they repair and rewind all major brands of electric motors, cooling water pumps, generators and the generator's back end, welding machines, electric lifts, air compressors, battery chargers, and more. They're equipped to handle up to 850 kilowatts and rewind up to 450 horsepower motors. They're conveniently located on the corner of Wolf and Clarence Roads and are open weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays till noon. They offer 24 hours emergency assistance. You can reach them at 242-356-0249.
Tired of disposable plates that fall apart and leave the food in your lap? Neptune Compostables can solve your problem. Put your food in our heavy-duty clamshells.
At Neptune, we supply heavy-duty takeout plates, coffee cups, sauce cups, soup bowls, straws, and plastic-free takeout bags. We offer free delivery to offices, takeaways, restaurants, bars, and households.
And we ship to the Family Islands.
Order now via WhatsApp at 816-2442. That's 816-2442. Or shop online at NeptuneCompostables.com.
Neptune, where your sense makes sense.
Think safety first. Get to know LA Impact Windows and Doors. For the lowest and affordable quality hurricane impact windows and doors, garage doors, showers, shutters, casement and sliding windows and doors for residential and commercial business, installation, glass and roll-up shutter repairs, special discounts for contractors and senior citizens, easy layaway plans too. Feel safe with LA Impact Windows and Doors, located in the Southland Plaza, East Street South, just 3 doors north of the Teachers Credit Union offices. LA Impact Windows and Doors, impacting your view. Phone 322-3667.
Hello, sir. Your credit card bill is due. Hello, sir. It's time for your monthly loan payment. Tired of creditors pounding at your door? Sign up for a debt consolidation loan from Fidelity Bank and consolidate your debt into one low monthly payment. What's more, you will also earn interest on a built-in savings account. The pandemic has curbed many freedoms, but at Fidelity, our focus is to help regain your financial freedom. Visit a branch or speak to Fidelity Bank at 356-7764. COVID safety measures in place at all branches. Fidelity, we're good for you.
At Bahamas Bus and Truck Company Limited, we provide vehicles known for quality and durability. From the iconic Jeep Wrangler to the award-winning Grand Cherokee, we've got your everyday driver covered. For larger tasks, our Ram 1500, Mitsubishi Fuso Canter trucks, CMC Verica vans, and Fuso Rosa jitneys do way more than just deliver. We even carry a wide variety of pre-owned vehicles. To keep you going, our parts, service department, and body shop can accommodate our brands and others. Call us today at 322-1722 or email info@bahamasbus.com.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Revolution here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. A lot of questions out there for Harold Antor. You can again contact him, 502-9400. 376-6628. A lot of people interested. A lot of people do need insurance. A lot of people do need to see the doctors. It is a very good opportunity for you to bridge the gap, even if you do have insurance. All right. So I do want to send another call out for people to keep an eye out for a missing person. All right. So Nicola Sobiech has been missing for numerous days, and her family's very worried about her, and they want to know if anyone's seen her. So she, there are some reports that people have seen her out there. Not sure exactly what's going on. Maybe there's some private issues that are happening, but nevertheless, it's more important to try to find her than to try to remain silent about anything that may be personal in nature that is going on at this time. So she's 43 years old. She is light brown complexion, 5'4". She's got black hair, about shoulder length. All right. She was last seen in the Frederick Street area on Thursday, March 4th. We do want you to please contact CDU. Her family and friends are very worried about her, and they'd like some help with finding her. So if you see her out there, all right, if you see a light-skinned lady who's about 5'4", slim build, she's got black hair, you may see her walking around or something like this, please contact the police and let them know her location so that they can assist. Okay? I don't know that we have enough time left to properly examine where we are with all these airports. So let me just reiterate where we were with the cruise ships. I'll probably get into the airport tomorrow, and I'll get into Grand Bahama Airport, Grand Bahama International Airport, and Diaglo's announced plans for them tomorrow. I will say this. I agree with most of what Diagler says is going to happen with the Grand Bahama Airport. It's been a long time coming, but it looks like you do have your head around I don't want to say plan, because again, plan to me means you have an end destination in mind. I didn't hear that. But I like some of where they're going with how they plan to structure it and set it up. All right? Okay. Other than that, I'm happy to talk about whatever else. I don't want to just give short shrift to the airport thing, because the way they're setting up these Family Island airports is very important in how our economies will work. So normally you usually hear I'll just talk about it for a few minutes. Usually you normally hear, they're building the airport. Okay, so for example, when the Prime Minister recently went to Cat Island on his certainly not election campaigning on the public purse, constant Family Island tour during the COVID pandemic, there were remarks. I was watching it on the government's Facebook page. I think it was the OPM's Facebook page, right? And they were remarking, like, look at this airport in Cat Island. Looks terrible. This Brave airport. And the FNM supporters, Brave, you leave your airport looking like that. And I don't know how Brave's supposed to fix the airport when he ain't the minister. I suppose there is a lot of things that says he was the minister and he should have fixed it, sure. But, do you need a big, huge airport in Cat Island like that? But usually you hear people go, the government's building an airport in Family Island. So we got about 23 airports. All right, government airports in the Bahamas. I'll have to get the exact number, but I think it was somewhere around 23 at last report. And you hear we're building an airport. You go, great, we're building an airport. All right, well, great, we're building an airport. Who gonna pay for this airport, right? The government got to build the airport, got to maintain the airport, got to pay the staff, right? Keep all the electricity on, all this, XYZ. And most Family Island airports, they don't even have, the runway can't operate at night because they don't have no lights. You got to leave. That was always like, when you go on the campaign trail, we were just talking in the news group chat about the campaign trail the other day. When you're on the campaign trail, right, and the parties are hitting the Family Islands, like the leaders of the party, they're hitting the Family Islands. Like, unless they're overnighting, you got to be gone by the time the sun go down. So a couple of times, I went to Long Island a couple of times, and the people in Long Island, firstly, when you go to Long Island and you're not from Long Island or related to anyone from Long Island, the first question they ask you on Long Island is, when are you leaving, right? So a couple of times we went to Long Island, and how long y'all here for is usually how they put it. You know what I mean? Which means, how long y'all staying? Which means, when are you getting out, right? How long are we expected? We don't want you here, essentially. So you got to go. We went on the political campaign trail before, and we had to go. All right? There's the sun coming down. We got to go. And we were with I think it was the PLP. It was PLP, and they were taking super long. As if you travel with Christy, this is what it is. You got to talk to everybody and the grandma and know everybody everywhere. And they had to hurry them back to the plane because there's no lights on the runway, right? And then you had the airport was destroyed in Long Island. This is too long a conversation to have with the few minutes we have. So now, if the government's putting the airport down, what you want to do is you want to have a mechanism where the government can help build the airport, even donate land for the airport, help raise money for the airport, but the government is not paying for the airport indefinitely. All right, so and that's kind of where we're headed with these family island airports. The need for such large airports on these family islands without a key growth strategy, although ports are a part of any growth strategy for any of these islands, you'd have to question and sit down and think of the rationale as, but they're already in the pipeline. Are they sustainable is another question. So we got, of course, Abaco needs a big airport, or needed a big airport, and Exuma needs a bigger airport. If you've been to Exuma, it's kind of embarrassing, the airport there. And Long Island needs another airport, and the next airport it's getting should be big. The designs I've seen for the proposed the airport on Long Island are perhaps a bit much. I don't want all the Long Islanders to cuss me. People think I'm from Long Island. I don't know why. I'm from Eleuthera. But Eleuthera also needs an airport, and I haven't seen the designs for that. But we're going to talk about these things a bit more about how these things work tomorrow, I hope. Unless something else happens, and then we'll just forget we ever talked about it. It says, Brave and Fred are cutting down all their aspirants. Their gangster-style moves are creating a lot of distrust and anger among PLPs. They just cut Denley Penn's political throat. I imagine this is how they'll run the government. I mean, was Denley Penn owed something or something? Was that they had to give her something because she asked for it? I don't get it. All right. So this it says one LOL, especially if you dark skinned, they ask, how long you here for? I'm not lying to you. You go to Long Island, they ask you, how long are you here for? How long are you staying? And my boy, who's from Long Island, he's like, no, they're trying to tell you they want you gone. They don't want you there. He's like, no, that's a thing. It says, how does the vaccine interact with Viagra and Cialis? I don't know. I wouldn't imagine it would. But COVID, as you heard Dr. Pino say the other day, can give you erectile dysfunction. It says, Juan, seriously, action morning, noon, and night. Who are we kidding? Oh, you're talking about Montego Bay. Hey, it was 10 years ago. I was a younger man then. It says, you deserve every complaint you get from management. LOL. Kudos to your wife. All right. It says, good afternoon. Awesome information. I heard him a while back. Thanks for the refresher. We'll sign up for myself and my daughter. Good. It says, Juan, please tell... Oh, we got a phone call? Sure. Good afternoon. Welcome to the revolution. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, Juan. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm good, Anton.
Okay. Very quickly, I was in stitches when I heard about your text. Your text in person was saying about wells. So you remind them of a snake on a tail. But Juan, on a serious note, we need to discuss what's happening with our airport development.
Right,
and
we will.
Plan
yeah.
by the minister, because what is happening is it's going to amount to a giveaway, one, of our prized assets where Bahamians could get in on the ground floor and develop a level of wealth through the investment if they structure the investment vehicle properly. They should not allow for persons who are already capitalizing on a lot of the country's wealth to continue to capitalize on our wealth to the disadvantage of the middle class and the poor who may have an opportunity to invest. But I look forward to that discussion tomorrow. Thank you for the opportunity, Juan.
All right, thanks, Anton. And you said something that sounds kind of conflicting there, Anton, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I agree that you need to have these vehicles open enough for the average person to invest in them, because that's how you build a portfolio. You know what I mean? Like, you see rich people, they have portfolios. You can be an average middle-class, hardworking person and build an investment portfolio, right? And that's what I've been trying to do steadily for the past 12, 15 years, right? Is piece by piece. I ain't got it to where I could just go, hey, head is 50 grand, go and, park this here in the port investment. But, I got a couple of things I can make happen. Juan, please tell Robert Sands our families are not dogs, that he and his family could take the vaccine along with the government. I wish I knew what you were talking about. It says, too much information, Juan. We don't need to know. Oh, boy. Listen, and we only got a minute left. I understand that we're a very, society that likes to keep things buttoned up, but this is the meaning of life, right? So these are the things that make life worth living. Yes? To meet people, to fall in love, to make love, to have children, to raise children, to see the wonder and light in their eyes as they experience the world, to make it more comfortable for them, to care for people, to help people, to find each other. This is what life is about. They don't teach it. That's why, yeah. So and they should teach people this. This is what life is about, to share these things, to share your joy and your merriment, right? So, don't take it the wrong way. When I speak about these things, it's because these are things that make me happy and make us happy, and that we should all share in and have these kind of great experiences so that we have a richer, more full life. All right, that's going to do it for the show today. You guys take care out there. Have a great day, Bahamas. We'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing.